Hey guys, my name is Lauren Talbot. I am a certified holistic nutritionist, and one of the topics that I feel like is not discussed enough is, going to the bathroom. It's a taboo topic. It is very unladylike, and unfortunately, when we go to the doctor's office, they're not really talking about, how often we're going to the bathroom, and that's unfortunate because even though this is such an uncomfortable subject for many, it's really indicative of our health today. What people don't realize is that going to the bathroom, when something goes in the body, when food goes in the body, it needs to go someplace. It needs to actually leave the body too. And we should be using the restroom 2 to 3 times a day, maybe more, depending on what we're eating. And even if we are going to the restroom, though, it's such a funny topic, especially because we've been trained such a very young age just to not talk about it. But when we eat something, our food is either leaving behind an alkaline residue or an acidic residue, or somewhere in between. And so an alkaline residue, what that does is that's your body's happy place. Those are the foods that we're putting into our body. They are your fruits, your vegetables. Those leave an alkaline residue. Anytime we start to move away from those more natural foods, and our foods become more shelf-stable, or they start to include more acidic foods and meats, even processed soy foods, they leave behind more acid residue. And when I mean acid residue, I'm not talking about lemons and how they taste on your tongue. I'm talking about the environment they leave behind in your body that becomes a breeding ground for bacteria. And that's really where we see our health falter. So as a nutritionist, I really work to help people improve their food choices, but also improve their digestion so that they are going to feel great from the moment they get up. Now, a part of being healthier is really including colonics or colon hydrotherapy. And what that means is, that's helping the body to rinse itself of debris that's been not properly exited, that hasn't properly exited the body. And so in my experience, I started eating healthier probably about 8 years ago when I was 20 years old. And I started seeing so many wonderful benefits from eating a more natural, more plant-based diet. I was suffering from depression, anxiety, panic attacks. My skin was terrible. And I started to feel great. And I started to feel really great. I wasn't really doing too much other than, eating healthier. But there was a period of time where I finally hit a plateau. My skin wasn't doing as well as I would like it to have been. And I felt like something else had to be part of this lifestyle. There had to be a missing link. And that missing link was really colon hydrotherapy. And so when people ask me about colon hydrotherapy, I will tell them that it's a really gentle experience with water coming in from the body. And what happens is it's coming into the colon, and then the body naturally has a muscle that's called the peristalsis muscle. So when water enters, the body goes, oh, there's water in the body, and it just helps to hydrate matter that's been sitting in there for a period of time, and then it helps it to naturally exit the body. So it's just like taking a shower. People will ask, how frequently do I need to do a colonic? And that's really up to your colon hydrotherapist, but I also would like to say, how frequently do you take a shower? How frequently do you clean your house? And so as we're eating healthier, as we're years of eating, for me, 20 years of eating not so healthy, that accumulates in the body. And so what colon hydrotherapy does is it helps to rinse and purify what's been accumulating, and it helps the body to be able to rebuild from the inside out. And so if you are cleaning your house and you are just doing it kind of like how I clean my house sometimes, is surface clean, where you just kind of shove things in a closet. After a while, you're going to open that closet door and you've just been shoving stuff in there, and it's going to just explode. So with colon hydrotherapy, what that does is it's just like regularly cleaning the house. And so our body is our temple, and our body is the only house we get to live in, and so keeping it clean is really important. So one of the questions that comes up often is, who should I see? So you really want to see a trained colon hydrotherapist. I prefer the Wood's gravity method, colon hydrotherapists that have been trained by Helen Wood in Florida. And what that means is that the tank of water that's going to be flowing into your body is above your head. And so water is going to enter the system naturally through gravity. That's where it gets its name from. You want to go to a trained hydrotherapist, someone that you feel comfortable with. It is a personal experience, so you don't want to just go to anyone. And are there side effects to colon hydrotherapy? Well, that's one of the reasons why you really want to go to someone who you feel comfortable with, someone with a clean environment, very professional, and someone you feel open to talking to about what is going on with your body, what you're putting into your body. Some side effects of colon hydrotherapy in the beginning can be based on what you're eating. So if you feel any discomfort during a colonic, it's likely because there's a lot of gas in your system. The intestines are 25 feet long, so there's a lot of junk that can be stored in there. And so sometimes when water is entering and it's rehydrating old matter, it's helping to remove that. But there could be pockets of gas that are trying to leave your system too. And those pockets of gas can be preventing you from having wonderful digestion. So there can be sort of certain levels of just minor discomfort in the very beginning. I know my first treatment was about 6 years ago in Manhattan. And I was terrified to go. I'm going to admit that. It was a scary experience getting there. It was totally not a scary experience once I got there. But it is a very personal thing. So I can always understand why people are really uncomfortable with it. I have been going to Love Thyself Day Spa for about 2 years maybe in Dallas, Texas. And the reason I enjoy coming to Love Thyself Day Spa is because I feel really comfortable in the environment. It's very beautiful and comforting and blue, and it's very soft and cozy. And I also feel really comfortable visiting Lisa Weeks because she handles herself very professionally. All of her equipment is extremely clean. In fact, she's very, very adamant about it being very clean. And I've had a good experience here. And I am comfortable sending my clients to Lisa as well, just assured that they're going to get a safe and proper treatment. So I hope you have enjoyed this video about colon hydrotherapy. I am Lauren Talbot, and hopefully I'll be seeing you again soon.